Okay guys, hope everybody's doing great. This is going to be, since on high demand from emails, Facebook messages, and all that sorts of stuff, I made this little wizard out of Eucalyptus octopus wood, and this owl on a video. But this is going to be a tutorial series how I carve this wizard on a bigger piece of wood. I was over at my friend's Pete's house, and he gifted me this is birch wood. It's spalted. And this wood is kind of really unknown. So some of you guys might not have. We cut this out with the bandsaw. This is going to be his head, right? We cut this out with the bandsaw. Some of you might not have a bandsaw, but you can use any kind of saw and cut your head out, right? You just draw it on there like this. This, I'm going to be going over all the tools I use and all the burrs I use, guys. These videos they take a while to make. So I want to say something about this black RTX, guys. You know, I've been carving for 5 years now, 4 or 5 years, and I've gone through plenty of, well, I don't want to say the name, but other rotary tools. But this tool has absolutely it's been meant for me, okay? This tool is it's like, I'm heavy hands, and this tool here is, well, I haven't broke it yet, long story short, you know, so it's a good tool. It's got 3 speeds. High, low, medium. It's got a hanger there to hang it, okay? It hooks up to the Dremel flex shaft, guys, okay? So if I've said in some of my other videos, I'm now an Amazon affiliate. So if you want to get to the link to buy this tool, I think it's like 50, I paid 60 bucks for it in Canada. So this tool has a lot of power, guys. It has more amps, okay? It does hook up to the Dremel flex shaft. I know I repeat myself, and I haven't broke it yet. I haven't broke a flex shaft in this yet, okay? Because it's not too powerful. But believe me, trust me, it's fast and it has a lot of power. And I love this Black & Decker RTX. Just go to the description below. You'll see for all the tools I use will be listed below for my Amazon site, okay? And if you're buying a tool off the Amazon site, all you're really doing is helping the channel so I can buy more tools to show and do more giveaways, right? Because I like doing those giveaways in the live feed. So it's not really money in my pocket. So also the Kutzall burs I use are Kutzall, and you can look in the description below to get to the Kutzall link and save yourself 5%. So this is my Kutzall Extreme Flame Burr in my Dremel flex shaft. Okay, guys, see? Just to show you, it does hook up to the RTX. This is my go-to burr. It's a flame burr, okay? All different companies make the flame burrs, okay? See, like these are aluminum cutters. Those ones are shaped like flame burrs too, okay? So I'm going to be using diamond bits. I don't know if I'm going to be using these aluminum cutters, but I'm going to be using these little cutters. These are metalworking cutters. And like again, guys, all the tools that I'm going to be using will be listed below in the description. So I'm going to start with this piece of, whatever what it's called, I forget. But anyways, I got this cut out, so I'm going to start. But you guys could do this very easily on a branch like this too, okay? So let's get on with the show. Okay, guys, just one more note before I get at it. A good hint for when you're drawing a human body or a life-size body. Remember that the arms go past the waist. So his waist would be right about here. So always remember that your hands are past the waist. You know, try and get a picture printed out for you to look at of a human to see the proper proportions. I don't know how to explain how I do my proportions. I just kind of go with the flow. But your hands always got to be below the waist. Just remember that, and that will be a big tip. Okay? So anyways, let's get on with this. Actually, here, let's see this. I got a tape measure here. So this piece is 11.5 high. Okay. I got his head cut out at 2 inches. Okay. This is just reference 3 inches. Just so you guys don't have to ask me. And 3 inches. Okay. So the body is, let's just start over here again. 11.5, say, by 5. You guys can figure that part yourself out. By 3 inches, just to say rough. You guys see how I brought the back down here like this? That's for his cloak. you know, so his cloak can kind of flow off the back. Okay, you guys can cut all this with your hand saw. A jigsaw is really good to have, but this thicker piece would have to be a bandsaw. Now also another thing too, this is spalted wood, so I'm hoping not to find any punky pieces in here. Punky means the wood's a little bit too rotten and too soft, guys. So, and I will be wearing my dust mask when I'm carving this one. Okay. Okay guys, so we got our overcam camera set up. I'd like you all to remember, this is just my opinion, guys. You know, I've made a few big wizards out of chainsaw carvings that are like 7 foot tall. I'm not very familiar making smaller ones, so I don't even know if this is going to work out. I'm just making this video to help some of you guys, okay? So, it's always good, in my opinion, to start off with a pencil. So, okay, so I'm not going to keep saying my opinion. So you guys know everything's just my opinion. So here's going to be the inside of the cloak. Okay? There you go. Boom, you got that established. You guys can see that in pencil, okay? I'll go over it off with a pen. So that's going to be the inside of this cloak. I can see this shoulder is bigger than this shoulder, and this one is higher than this shoulder. No big deal, guys. Carve it away. Right? So this is going to be the inside of the cloak. So then always, guys, I don't want to keep saying my opinion, but always draw your center line. Okay? So there's our center line drawn. So now his beard. This is how I always start off, guys, because then you know you have it cut out, because the beard needs to stick off the farthest from the piece. Okay? So that's going to be his beard. Right here, okay? So let's use this red pen today. So the inside of his cloak. Okay? And then we'll put his beard right here. So what I'm going to do with this Kutzall bit, this is a taper burr, guys, very aggressive. I'm going to put this in my flex shaft on the RTX, and I'm going to cut out this line, okay? On the outside of the lines, I'm going to cut here, okay? And then I'm going to cut in here too, okay? Cut this, cut in here, and then feather this back with my other Kutzall flame burr, okay? So I'll try and film doing that. So like I said, this is going to be maybe a 3 or 4 part series, how to do the wizard. But I think this is where I first start doing this. So you have that cut out, it's done. Okay guys, so here we have a good starting part. Okay, you can kind of see how the cloak kind of overhangs the back of the forehead for the wizard. The beard sticks off farther now. Okay, you know, I feather this out a bit. I don't want to feather too much away because I don't know if I'm going to be using this stuff later in my carving. It's always better to take away less than more when you're not too sure what you're going to do. So where's that other little wizard I carved? Here it is. Okay, so I have this wizard to go by for reference. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the top, see how he's kind of wearing a hat in this picture? Here, let's get rid of this little owl so we get a better view, okay? See how he's wearing this hat? It sticks up higher than his cloak itself. So that's what we're going to do here. And so, okay. It just takes a lot of going back over the thing, back and forth, you know, bringing this down, taking more off the back here, cutting this. First of all, what I'm gonna do, just to make sure I got it done, is I'm gonna cut this out. I'm just gonna use the flame burr, the Kutzall. I'm gonna cut this out, feather it back, so at least I know that's sticking out. Then I'm gonna round this part, okay? And I also might bring this shoulder down more. Okay, so they're kind of equal. Because you guys got to remember, well, this is why it's hard for me to make a tutorial videos like this. But anyways, that's what we're going to work on right now. We're going to round this head off. We're going to, you know, you got to think it's got to be kind of square up at some point. So we're going to go like this, and then it's going to come down this way. Right? You know, it might not even be, it might even come down this way. I might even cut all this stuff away. Well, I'm going to cut most of this stuff away, so that's what we're going to do right now, and I'll just shut up and start carving. Okay guys, one thing that I didn't mention at my beginning of my video, this is called a Foredom, okay? You guys can see how big and heavy this is. It's all steel. This is the SR series. It has a forward, off, and a reverse, okay? This is a bigger Kutzall bit. It's a 1/4 inch Kutzall Extreme Flame Burr, guys. See, the Foredoms have these hand pieces. This is, and they can come on and off, and you can switch hand pieces, okay? I have videos on my Foredoms, guys. But I'm going to be using this 1/4 inch Kutzall. It's a lot bigger than the, let's see if I can get your reference here. It's a lot bigger than the Dremel for bulk removal, okay? See? Look at the size difference, guys. This sucker's aggressive. It hit my thumb yesterday, just nicked it. And, well, just be real careful when you use this. This is a 1/4 inch Extreme Flame Burr, guys. So that's what I'm going to be using sometimes in the video to removing bulk, okay? These Foredoms aren't that cheap. I think this kit was like $300 and something Canadian. Not for the industrial shaft though, but you can buy knockoff Foredoms that hold the 1/4 inch, guys. But when you buy the knockoff Foredom, okay, when you buy the China one for like $100 or $80, make sure your handpiece will hold the 1/4 inch bit. Read all the details on these, okay? You know, if it's off Amazon, I'm going to find a couple later on and I'll put it in the video below. I'll put links to ones I think are good because I've used some knockoff ones and they're pretty good for the beginning wood carvers. You know, and you can get them probably for like maybe $80 in America. The whole kit with the flex shaft and the handpiece, okay? So I think that's probably the way to go when you're really starting wood carving. If you want to remove bulk removal fast, this is good to get, okay? So it'll be in the description below too, I guess. So anyways, I'm going to remove all this bulk with this. Okay guys, I also want to say something. When you get spalted wood like this, when you find wood like this, guys, that's called spalting with different colors in it, all like this. Okay, that's a fungus, okay? So make sure you wear your dust mask when you carve this stuff. Another key point I want to make about when you're carving spalted wood. This brown stuff could be harder than this stuff, okay? So spalting is when it starts, just before it starts getting punky, I believe. Don't hold me to that. But anyways, so like this brown stuff in here is harder than this white stuff. So when you're carving and you got this handpiece in your hand, try and be consistent holding the handpiece, getting ready for a soft spot to hit, because it will sink in and, well, it will just sink in. So anyways, you guys can see we're kind of on point here. Okay. We still got to carve this more out back. So I think this is probably a good spot to leave the first video. You know, like we got our cloak head shaped in. We got our beard cut in, and I think it's a good spot to leave this video. And the next video will be on the hands, I guess. I don't know. Kinda. Okay, so that's it for this video. Sorry guys, also, you know, like, it's a good time to put your piece down and think if it's proportionate or not, okay? I know right now these shoulders are way too thick. It's just too thick here, okay? But remember, you guys, you're going to be carving these hands and you're going to carve at a waist, and you want the bottom to kind of flare out like this, okay? So, but you can see our beard down there, and this needs to go back too. This whole thing is too thick here. Okay, it needs to be thinned down like this. Anyways, we'll save that for another video, but you can see there's our point, our starting point, guys. Okay guys, this is the second part of the how to carve a wizard. I do believe it would have been easier to start carving the round log, the round branch, because everything's round, you know, then you're not fighting with it to look too square. So, and I also think that this head is too wide. So I'm going to be doing some adjusting on that. I'm not too sure yet, but I just think it's too wide for the body. But you never know at this point, guys, so just leave it. So what we're going to do now, you got to think the arms are going to come. We're going to work on the arms in this video, okay? So I already got them penciled in. So remember, you want it to be a wizard with a cloak, wearing a cloak, right? So this is just the outside of his things. His cloak. We're not putting his hands in there yet. So, and then you always put his hands in square. Okay, so he could be holding a staff coming up here. And then something right here too, right? Inside of his hands. I'm not too sure what I'm going to do with this hand yet, but this one is going to be, actually it can be coming down. You see here, I'll tell you a mistake I already made. I made this part too long and this part too short. Because you got to look at your forearms, and your bottom part of your arm is longer than your, from the part that comes to your chest, right? So this needs to be here, and this needs to be down here. That's why I say, guys, use pencil. Let's just forget about this one for right now. Okay, so now this is longer. This part's longer than this part. Use a pencil, guys. It will save you the problem. Now I don't know where I'm going to cut. Well, I will. Or you also have a second pen. Okay. And the black is going to be my cut line. Don't make your hands too small, guys. Start them off bigger, because you can always make them smaller, okay? So this is going to be his bottom cloak from his hand hanging down. I don't know. Something like that. Okay, I know I said this shaping and stuff would be the second video, but we'll all make it into one video, okay? So, it's hard for me to explain when I'm doing bigger stuff like this, but basically all you can do, so I've left this side open, okay? I haven't shaped this side at all for you guys to see. I've just left it the same. But you can see here, you guys are just gonna have to figure the shaping yourself out, kinda. You can see here I've started shaping it. I've taken this way in. See how I've taken it so it flares off a bit? Like I said earlier in the video, I thought that the head was way too big. So I've cut this all back. I still have room, guys. Look, it's still, that's why I said it's important to cut the beard in first, because you can see the beard still sticks farther off here. Now the face could be sunken back in there. So I haven't done it to this side yet, only this side. So I'll be drawing, let's get a pencil. This isn't going to be my permanent marker, but you know, you can see there how much more proportionate it looks than it was way out here before. I've taken this all down, guys. I've thinned it all out. So another thing too that I want to say, when I did this wizard, and I looked at it, it looked funny right in here. See how that looks too wide? It looks too wide right here. Right now it looks too wide. The simple solution for that is just cut it deeper in there and make it look nice and round. See how it's rounded off inside there? Make it nice, cut deeper in there and make it more round. See how this is still pretty flat? I just bulk hollowed this out. So this, and you gotta take this deeper in here if you want them to hold a staff, because it's still gotta be deeper to carve the hands in there and to make the hand a full 360 hand, to be able to go like this to hold the staff, right? You know what I mean? So let's see if this pencil would be thick enough. Well, we're almost deep enough. That means carving this deeper and all down here deeper. Okay, so it's hard to make a tutorial on this, guys, because I'm just kind of winging it. But it's just about taking your time, putting your piece back, looking at it, and make adjustments. Have a picture of a wizard. You know what I mean? Take a picture of this guy. I'll leave a picture of him at the end of the video here. I'll take a picture and you can take a screenshot of it. You know what I mean? I'll take a picture like this, and then I'll take a picture like this. It'll be at the end of the video. So this one might be holding a staff, like a staff thing this way, and maybe, I don't know, I'll be making a staff this way. So, and this will be cut over. It'll be lots of more adjusting, guys. That's what doing bigger things like this is, taking your time. Like I said, repeating myself, putting it back, staring at it, have your pop, have a coffee, have a smoke, whatever you do, and analyze what's going on with the piece. So that's definitely it for today. I might be able to get to it tomorrow. I'm not too sure. Okay? See you guys later.